What up though, y'all? It's me, Tina Bina, back again. But today I'm doing something different. I decided I would do another story time because I haven't done one in a long time. And so today I'm going to talk to y'all about the time when I got locked up with violent offenders. So it all started a while ago. So let me let y'all know, like about 15 or 16 years ago, I was a little ignorant, and I can admit that, and the things I did, I'm not proud of, but, the things that I went through made me who I am today. I am from the streets, but, I like to think that I've made myself into a much better person today, and I can share some of the stories and stuff that I went through, and hopefully that'll make some of y'all don't want to ever repeat what the hell I went through. So, anyways, I was in the streets of Detroit. I grew up in the street of Detroit, and it was kind of wild, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was, doing a lot of things. I was hustling and things like that. And then I said, I want to change my life. I want to get a good job and everything, because I was always in the honors programs. I was smart in school and things like that. And so I like math a lot, and I was like kind of like a nerd in school. But I decided I wanted to do like an electrical apprenticeship program. So I applied for a program, I got accepted, and I was excited. And I was doing this thing, I think I had been doing it for maybe almost a year. It was good money, and all that. But, because I was in the hood, I lived in the hood, I would, at that time, I would carry a GUN with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it on YouTube, but y'all know. I used to have one. I had a little tutu. It was a little pea shoot or whatever. But, that's what I had. But normally I kept it in my house, but at this time it was people staying with me that was like on substances and stuff like that. So when I went to work, I wanted to take it with me because I didn't feel comfortable leaving it at home with them, because they had already sold it and pawned it to somebody before. So, I had it in my car. And I was also dating this guy that was another ignorant, that was worse than me. And he asked to borrow my car one night. And I had to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning for work, so I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, you can use my car. Real dumb. So he used my car. He did whatever he was doing. I don't know what he did, but the next day, I got up to go to work. So when I went up to go to work, I'm driving on the highway because this place was not in Detroit. I live in Detroit, but this school was in Warren, so that's outside of Detroit. This is a suburban community, so anyways, I'm riding through. I'm on the freeway, and I did not have my seatbelt on. Stupid. I did not have my seatbelt on, and all of a sudden I looked up, I seen them lights behind me. I said, shh. I tried to hurry and pull it over, you know what I'm saying, before she got to the car, but I already knew I was going to be in big trouble because my license was suspended. Like, I knew my license was suspended. I was taking a chance because I just wanted to work. Like, really, honestly, I was just really trying to, like, do something positive in my life. Even though I know you can't do something negative and expect a positive result, I was driving like that. So, if she pulled me over, she came up to the car, she like, why I stopped you? She said, oh, that was real slick of you. I see you put that seatbelt on. But I stopped you because you didn't have your seatbelt on. And she said, she asked for all my credentials, like everybody else, knowing they was suspended. Came back to the car like, look, I see you on your way to work, because I had my hard hat on, all the stuff. She's like, I see you on your way to work. If I search your car and I don't find anything, then I'll let you, go ahead and go to work. Well, when she said that, I already knew I was screwed, because I already knew that I had a little thing in the back, in the trunk. So I was just like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So she said, all right, come on, get up, hold on 1 second, get against the car, stand here. She had me standing against the car. She was searching through my stuff. And then she came back real fast. Yep, get out the car. This is before she even popped the trunk. She was like, get out the car. And I'm like, what? She was like, you got bullets in your ashtray? I'm like, huh? I didn't even know they was in there. So the dude I was kicking it with, I don't know what he was doing, but they was in my ashtray. So once she found them, she said, now where's the gun? And I'm like, huh? I don't know what she's talking about. She was like, yeah, whatever. She put me in cuffs, put me in the back of her car, Popped the trunk, found the shit, boom. So what happened? I'm going to jail now. So I'm going to the county jail. And this is Macomb County. This is outside of Detroit. And so when you go into the county jail, based upon like whatever type of crime that you did, that's how they place you, according to that. You get classified and get put in different whatever. So when you first get there, you in a little pod, like with all the, girls that's there for whatever reason they was there for. And then like after, it was like a week, they moved me to an area for violent offenders because, I was caught with, what I was caught with. So they put me, in a little pod area with people that was like fighting cases, for murder and rape or whatever, attempt murder. Like it was all violent people over there. So I was like, okay. So when they put me in there, it was just like, all right, people messing around. It's like, okay. See, one thing about me, I don't kiss people butt. Like I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the street, so I already know kind of, the way to do stuff or whatever. So I was like basically stick to myself. And then they put me in a cell with this girl, this white girl. And so anyways, the top bunk was empty, so I was gonna get on the top bunk or whatever, which I did, and she was down in the bottom. And so the person who was previously locked up there, I guess she had left a book up there, like on a little window area. So I was like, okay, I'll read a book, pass time, So I was looking at the little book, reading the book. And the girl, my cellmate, she started talking to me. And I looked over at her. And she had took her shirt off. And her breast was just hanging, like she was standing there topless in front of me. And I looked at her. And I just looked back at my stuff and started reading. Like I just didn't pay her no attention. So she got upset. And then she stormed out the room, the cell. Then she ended up coming back 10 minutes later, and she started telling me about another girl who was locked up. Like, yeah, it was a girl that was locked up with us, and she knew how we was, she knew how we got down, she knew we was gay, whatever. But she wanted to hang around us, and she wanted to pretend that she was with it. So we tested her to see was she really with it for real. So what they did was they grabbed her, put her in the cell, held her down, was sticking broomsticks and all type of objects and doing all type of things to her. And basically they all ended up catching cases. So they was all facing cases. Even though they was already in there for other things, they was fighting the case. And she was telling me this, I guess to get a reaction out of me, but I was just looking at her and I was like, oh, wow. And I went back to my book. So I guess she got mad or whatever because I wasn't paying her no attention. So she was like, I'm going to request to get my cell switched. And I was like, okay. So she went and told the dep whatever. So they ended up switching her. And so later on that night, they switched. No, actually it was the following day. They ended up giving me a new cellmate, and it was the older lady that was kicking off of heroin or whatever. So she was going through withdrawals, whatever. Which I didn't really care, you know what I'm saying? I was cool with her because she was a cool old lady. Saying she wasn't threatening, she wasn't trying to do nothing. She was just trying to do her little time, whatever. And that's what I was trying to do because I didn't even know what I was facing. I didn't know what to expect. I was thinking, damn, it's a wrap for me. I'm about to sit down for a minute, Even though it was my first offense, I still didn't know what was going to happen. At that time, gun laws was not as strict as they are now, but now you caught, it's two years off rip. So anyways, while I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, I come out the cell, there's some people playing cards, there's some older ladies at the table playing cards over here. Then we got the crew with old girl and the other girls that was in this crew that was, I guess, they was all, I guess they was all studs or something like that. So anyways, they was acting crazy. As soon as you come out the cell, they all ooh, fish, 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 fish. I guess that mean a new person in the pod or whatever. So I'm like, shit, what these bees? Crazy. So anyways, I'm like, I gotta go take a shower. So I go over to the shower or whatever. I'm taking a shower. I turn around. One girl, I guess she the leader of all of them. It was just one black girl with some braids to the back, thinking she Queen Latifah or some damn body. You know what I'm saying? I turned around. She looking at me while I'm taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? I'm washing everything. I'm down here, turn around. She just standing there, like, because they didn't have it wasn't no closure on it. So anybody could see you if they walk over there and see you. So she was watching me or whatever. I guess she was trying to see was I going to be intimidated, which I wasn't. Like, I just kept, doing what I was doing, but I had my eyes on her because if she would have approached me, then I was going to be ready. Because I would never turn my back on nobody. Like I said, I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I just looked at her and then she ended up just walking away. So I was like, these bees. All I was thinking in my head was like, look, I'm not no pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no punk ass motherfucker. If it have to happen, then I'm gonna have to fight somebody. If I catch a case, I had to catch a case because I'm not about to let nobody like hit me or assault me, and I'm not gonna defend myself. And I'm not about to be in here kissing nobody's ass because that's just not how I am. I'm not cut like that. So, I just it was some older ladies. They was like Jamaican lady. She was in there. She had stabbed somebody. You know what I'm saying? She was facing charges and stuff like that. But they was like, yeah, come over here, and play cards with us and shit. So I started playing cards with them, and that's what I was doing, like, pretty much the times that I was there. And I was there for about, altogether, I would say, the whole total time, it was about 3 weeks that I was there. But, it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my anxiety was high every day when I was there. And that's not to say that I'm a scary bitch, because that's not what it was. It was just like your anxiety high when you gotta be you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready because you just don't know what's gonna happen when you locked up with violent people that's in there, that's facing murder cases, murder charges and stuff like that. But, I went through, I did my little time or whatever. When they called me, I went to court. I got probation for 2 years. And I was so happy. But that was like a real stressful time for me. And I just want to tell you, they had girls in there washing their underwear. The girls that try to be cool and friendly, you will become a victim up in that boy. They will have no respect for you if you in there trying to kiss somebody's ass and make friends. Like, that ain't what you do in there. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I ain't trying to ever go back. That was a long time ago. That was my experience, and just want to tell y'all, don't go to jail. It ain't where you want to be at. For real. And I'll see y'all on the next story time. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. I'm Tina Bina. You know what I'm saying? My channel is Bina Detroit Entertainment TV. Subscribe right now. And I'll see y'all on the next story time.